Really?
combined. Yeah.
That's
We're
the
now recording,
population.
so,
That's like the population of half of this street. That's fantastic, guys. You're doing great.
we are
So
huge.
everybody's gonna see me suck.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. They're
Wait,
gonna see,
who's my partner, Mike or Deidre?
they're gonna see
okay,
our
so-
I'm sorry,
lighting,
Mike or
they're gonna see
Sabrina?
all of the terrible
We have
things
to
that are going on.
Wait
right
a minute. How is this working? Louis, are
I
you
don't
the
know.
host and there's four of us?
Let me explain. Hold on a second. Okay, so first we need to figure out teams.
Yes.
Second, you very quickly need to figure out team names. And third, we're going to go into it, but it's going to be teams. So it's 2-on-2.
now. Okay.
And Brian, you're the host.
I'm hosting.
All right.
You guys
I need
So
know
did you
Brian
make up all the
answers.
questions?
Yes.
Yeah, do you guys know Brian?
Yeah,
we
we've.
met.
I know, Brian.
Okay, yeah.
I know Sabrina well, and
Brian, why don't you tell the viewers at home who you are?
There's 127 people counting
Well,
on this.
I don't think we're gonna. I think we should figure out teams and whatnot before we. I'll cut this part out in other words. But
I
let's.
won't.
So what,
I think
what
it
are
should
the
go on. Anyways, continue.
what are the teams going to be?
Well, do we want to do a random draw? Because if it's Joey and me, it's over.
No,
I feel like it should be Louis and Sabrina and Mike and Joey.
that's fine.
I'm cool with that.
Okay, that'll be the team. You could come up with team names very quickly if you want. It doesn't matter, but you can if you want.
Totally matters. I'm writing it in my journal.
Yeah, Cheyenne's doing scoring, so it'll help.
Hi,
her.
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne, I think you should come up with names for our teams.
Oh God, that's, oh man.
Okay, she'll think about that throughout the night. And
I do like that we kind of have a little bit of a Seinfeld makeup here. We have the one woman, the strong man. We have the bald man with glasses here. My question is, which one's Mike? I would normally say you're Kramer over Joey, but his hair and his entire living situation lately.
Yeah.
Can't stand you.
I don't have a job. I mean,
And I feel like Kramer would definitely be a non-mask wearer if Seinfeld were around today. He'd be the one catching
probably.
COVID. For those at home, Joey just got over COVID, so that's that.
I don't think there's a Jerry in this group.
So are you Newman? Who are you, Mike?
You don't think Louis is Jerry?
He's Putty.
Well, if we're just going off physical stature. And
No, all his jokes are kind of like Jerry-ish, like real.
I like Putty. Putty's an interesting call.
from
He's
the
a
shoulder
comedian.
up, from the shoulder up, he's got the George going
Louis,
on.
you need to give me the ability to do screen share. I
Oh,
can't do
okay.
screen share.
I can do that.
My
That's
question is,
pivotal.
well, maybe Brian can answer this. When you ask a question or it's on the screen, if Mike and I are teammates, how do we discuss our answer
He will get to that.
without the
Yeah.
other people knowing?
Let's just kind of go into it, I think. Okay, so welcome to Seinfeld Trivia Night, episode 3.
The third angle.
So it's gonna be third annual. This is our 4th month doing this. It's gonna be Louis and Sabrina versus Joey and Mike. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is how the game's gonna work. Each round has 2 questions. I believe there's 8 rounds. Each teammate must answer 1 question in each round. And when you're answering, your teammate can't help you. So you are alone when you're answering the question. But you have a combined score, and you can work together on double jeopardy strategy. Anyway, so for most questions, there's going to be 2 ways you could do it. You could just guess, or you can decide to go to the multiple choice. If you go to the multiple choice, you'll get generally half as many points. So it's better to just guess if you know the answer. But if you don't, you could go to multiple choice. And then there's a few, I think there are 3 wager questions, like a double jeopardy type thing. I think in the slides I said you can only go up to half your team score, but I'm going to say you can collaborate on the strategy of how much to bid, and you can go up to your full score if you want. If both teammates have to have consensus on that. And then whoever has the most points at the end wins. Are there any questions?
Do we want to clarify for Sabrina and Mike what happened in the last 2 trivia events?
Oh, sure. So first one was me versus Joey. And how did that one go, Joey?
Well, about halfway through, I answered a question that put me up by a half of a point difference. And Brian basically said, well, I'm going to lose by a half a point. And about 30 minutes later, he ended up losing by a half of a point.
73 and a half to 73.
Yeah,
And
so
the
Louis, I was gonna ask if the total was 1/2 point to 0. Do I need to do
It was
this
a
or can you hear
well-fought
me sound
battle.
like this? I feel like an old man.
Well,
And
the
so the-
second episode was not even fun. Louis
Not even
has
fun.
a ridiculous memory. Absolutely annihilated Brian. And we got to a point where we were a little more than halfway done. And I had a question about
Rona.
how many, true fact, how many girlfriends did Jerry have throughout the seasons, the whole show? And I was not thinking anybody was going to get it right. And Louis just willy-nilly throws out 66, which is spot on the correct answer, just to shove it right in Brian's face.
I think
Wow.
in that second one, I also had several like nail biter answers where I was off by one in so many situations.
Yeah.
It was not a battle. Louis pretty much dominated, which is, I'm nervous that's going to happen tonight.
Not fun.
All right, let's go into it. So the way this is going to work, each round, I'm going to show you both questions, and I'm going to show you the categories of each questions. All right, so I'll show this again, but you get to decide who answers what. And in most cases, the first question in the round is like the easier question, but it's worth less points. So for example, question 1 is from the contest. It's worth 2 points if you guess it. It's worth 1 point if you go to multiple choice and get it right. Question 2 is from the mango. It's worth 4 points if you guess it right. It's worth 2 points if you go to multiple choice and get it right. So, based on maybe someone saw the mango tonight, and you want to take that one, but you can decide now between yourselves who takes what question in this round.
Sabrina, do you have a feeling one way or the other about which one you would prefer, the contest or the mango?
The contest.
I think that's
Okay.
that's fine. I watched the mango somewhat recently, so
Okay.
Okay.
Joey,
Mike?
Contest.
Okay. You got that, Joey?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. So first question will be Sabrina versus Mike.
and so
Oh,
Joey
and-
and I, no facial expressions, no hints.
Yeah, you're out of it for the time being.
Oh, do we need paper and pen like we've had? in
Yes,
the past?
that's what I was going to say. You do need a paper and pen, because you're going to have to like write the answer down before showing it.
I'm gonna need a minute.
Yeah, I suppose you could use like your cell phone and a note app, but
Okay. Oh, well,
So we
The
just
big-
we write our answers and we just put it in the camera like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's very high tech.
yeah. So you just need a way to write your answer, however you want to do that. So you all ready?
Joey, are you trying to remember your cousin's name? Just keeping Brian's name on there. Just in
I
case.
keep all of my relatives on a piece of paper.
Yeah, that's
Just so
solid.
that, yeah. I don't
Okay.
want to fall into that.
Is-
Here we
awkward-
go.
Is this timed or anything or first
No,
answer?
it's not time, but it'll be a reasonable amount of time. Okay.
Okay.
So question number 1. In the contest, who was first out of the contest and what caused them to unmaster their domain? So
You answer.
the way this is going to work, just
Correct.
if you know this, just write down. You're going to write who it was and the reason that they left the contest. If you don't know, then you can tell me and we'll go to multiple choice.
So they need to get both spot on.
Do I put it up?
Not yet. Hold on to it. Yeah, you do. You need to have both of them correct. So
Okay.
if you're not sure the reason, for example, you should probably go to multiple choice rather than just doing a complete guess. So are you two ready? Either you want to do multiple choice?
I will.
Okay.
Sorry, Joey.
Sabrina, what do you want to?
Just,
I'm good.
So
Okay.
Sabrina, you have to hold up your paper just to show that you're not writing anything.
Don't-
And don't
don't
show the
show
answer.
us.
Right now,
Don't show the
You want me to-
answer.
show my answer?
Basically, just hold it up backwards so that we see you're not writing.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. So now we're going to multiple choice for Mike. So is it Elaine because of JFK Jr., Kramer because of The Nudist, George because of the Glamour magazine, or Jerry because of The Virgin?
I'm gonna go C.
C, George because of Glamour magazine. Okay, so at this point, Sabrina, you can show your answer. So put it up close. What do we got?
There's Sabrina.
Kramer, naked lady across the street. Perfect.
Boom, Sabrina.
So it is
That's
Kramer,
like my best episode.
the nude.
I'm out.
I'm out. Apparently, I'm out
So
too. This might be
Sabrina
my
gets
last
2 points.
invite.
Oh, so
Bear with
Louis
me.
or
Bear with
One of
me.
the all-time moments.
Joey and Mike did not. Okay, and a quick little fun fact: this was Kramer's 100th entrance into Jerry's apartment in the show.
I'm
I
out.
love.
That's a
Well, I'm
top
out.
5 moment for sure.
And then he
All
just
right.
and then he just sits there holding it for like 10 seconds as they
Oh, because the
stare.
audience is going crazy. All right, the second question from the mango. This is worth 4 points if you guess, 2 if you go to multiple choice. After hearing that Elaine faked it while dating Jerry, George is suspicious of his then girlfriend Karen. However, it is clear she's not faking it while enjoying her dinner. What was she eating?
You're trying to screw me with these questions, aren't you? You're trying to really go in and give it a screwgy.
Why are you taking it personally?
It's a pretty major part of this scene. It's not like a minor detail.
I am not going multiple choice.
Okay, so Joey's got it. What are
I
you
will
doing,
go
Louis?
multiple choice.
Okay, so Louis going multiple, Joey's got. So Joey, hold up your paper. Okay, multiple choice. What was she eating? Risotto, lasagna, pesto, or Alfredo?
So they mentioned 2 of these in episodes. I don't remember which was this particular one. This is tough for me. But I'm pretty confident in a risotto, so I'm going to make that my final answer.
Okay, Joey, what did you put? Risotto. The answer is risotto. Are you satisfied with risotto?
So Joey
I haven't seen that episode in a while.
Yeah,
That is one of my favorite Nona meals.
yeah.
I know
maybe
that.
my favorite of all time.
I'm ashamed that I didn't remember that, but hey,
That's
I got
embarrassing.
You got it.
really is.
Okay, round 2.
4-4.
4-4. Thank you for that. So question number 1 is the raincoats, worth 2 and 1 again. Question number 4, sorry, is the heart attack, worth 4 and 2. So same as the first round.
All right, so
So we
Joey and Mike choose first. this
Sure,
time.
yeah, Joey and Mike.
Joey, you choose. Which one do you want?
I'm gonna go the heart attack.
Okay, Joey's doing heart attack.
Sabrina, do either of those speak to you?
The raincoat.
Okay, I'll do the heart attack.
Okay, so we got Sabrina, Mike again. What dish is Estelle making for the Seinfelds as a desperate lure in an attempt to get them to come over for dinner?
The spelling count?
No,
Siri's not helping me.
close enough is fine.
All right, I'm ready when you are.
I'm gonna need multiple choice.
Okay,
I love that
Sabrina,
Brian complains that all the questions in the earlier ones, there were too many names, and his are going to be all food.
I will, just so you know, I think I told Lou this, there are no person names in this trivia, none.
Brian hates questions about names. He hates questions about names.
Just to make a point.
I'm okay with names of products and stuff, just people names. Okay, so Sabrina, are you doing multiple choice or are you gonna guess?
Yep.
Multiple, okay. So for Sabrina, is it curry, jambalaya, rice pilaf, or paella?
I'm gonna go with jambalaya.
Okay, B, jambalaya. Okay, Mike, go ahead and show us what you got.
It would be wrong because it's the paella.
I got
Oh, shit.
paella.
It's
Son of
the
a bitch.
paella. I made a paella, George.
What am I
What
gonna
am I
do
gonna do
with all this
paella?
You know, my mom made all this paella. I don't know what she's gonna do with that.
Ah! I knew it wasn't jambalaya.
Yeah, and 0.
Jambalaya.
Jambalaya is the soup Nazi. That's what
Yes,
Newman ordered.
yes.
Yeah. That was also Cheyenne's guess, I think, for
Yeah,
this
that was
one. When
my
I was
guess.
going
Great
over
job,
questions.
partner.
All right.
All right.
So Louis versus Joey, question 4, the heart attack. After suffering what George believed to be a heart attack, he decides to visit a holistic healer. He claims, I haven't outgrown the problems of puberty. I'm already facing the problems of old age. How old does George say he is? And he says it in this scene, right after this line.
I do remember. I remember comparing it to myself when he said it because it was
Have you seen this
something.
episode recently?
No, I haven't seen this in a long time. But I went through a phase where I was watching Cheers and Seinfeld and all these old shows, and I was amazed that most of these characters at the time were younger than we are now.
Right.
And they all look so much older. Like Cliff from
Yeah.
Cheers was 35. He looked like he was like 55.
And George definitely seems older, like in the scene even. He does not seem like he's younger than us, you know?
Yeah.
Or what are you gonna do? What's the call? Multiple or guess?
Is it my turn to make that decision?
Sorry, there's a lot going on. I'm not keeping track of that as strictly.
I said
Yeah.
the first time I was going to give the answer without multiple choice on the first question.
Okay, so
Just try and keep track of that yourselves because it's too much.
I am going to I'm going to go multiple choice.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay, multiple choice on this one. All right. So is it 30, 33, 35, or 37?
No help whatsoever because the answers I was debating between are all there.
All right, well, write down your answer and
What I was thinking in my head is on there, but I
Oh, you gotta
still
go
am
for
not
it.
confident.
all
All right, I'm ready when you are.
right, you
All right,
good?
go ahead and show it.
Okay. Okay, so Joey has 30, Louis has 33. It is 33. So Louis gets 2.
I was pretty sure it was 33, and I was going to guess that, but I was also thinking 35 because I am 35, and I was like, oh, was I mad that he was my age or was he younger? I forget.
I
Yeah.
am 33, and yeah, I haven't seen
It was
that.
notable to me just because, he said 33, and I was like, oh, he's younger than I am. So that's,
Having
How'd you
said
guys
that-
get to be so old?
Having said that, I went to the emergency room thinking I was having a heart attack not too long ago, too. So George and I have a lot in common.
So, fun fact, in a bizarre coincidence, this episode seemingly makes an outlandish prediction when Jerry attempts to have Tor translate the note he wrote. Upon examining it, Tor laughs and mutters, Cleveland 117, San Antonio 109, leaving Jerry even more baffled. 28 years after the episode aired, the Cleveland Cavaliers beat the San Antonio Spurs 117 to 109.
What?
Ooh.
Found
This is
that
the
fast.
note that Jerry writes on the paper when he's half asleep, and no one can figure out what it says. And
That is crazy.
I guess it's bound to happen.
I love that Curb Your Enthusiasm has a play on that joke, too. You remember when he gets a note from a doctor and he can't read it, so he has to take it to a pharmacist to find out what it says? 'Cause the only people that can read doctor handwriting are pharmacists.
There's a lot of jokes between the shows that.
Yeah.
The score is now 6-6.
So it's tied 6-6. Okay, so this is where it's going to get shaken up a little bit. So question 5 is about the millennium, and it's 3 points. You have to guess. There's no multiple choice. Question 6 is a 3-point per answer episode about the strongbox. So there's going to be a list of things you have to name, and you get 3 points for everything that you get correct, if that makes sense.
Oh, and I know what it's going to be for the Strongbox. I watched this episode 2 days ago. So,
No, it is.
He probably doesn't know.
He just knows what it is. Okay.
well, I mean, there are 3 things that are mentioned in a particular part of that episode.
I said
Yeah.
3 points per answer is what I said. I didn't say
Mike,
anything.
I feel like Louis is gonna get all 3 from the strong box.
I agree.
It's
Do you
not
feel
three
more
things.
confident in the Millennium or the strong
We're
box?
not hearing you.
It's a coin flip for me.
I'm gonna go the Millennium, especially since Louis just watched the Strong Box, and now
Yeah,
I feel like,
okay. That's fair.
yeah, I have a feeling Louis just watched the entire series in the last 4 days to prepare for this, and he does it on a quarterly
You
basis.
got a photographic memory. It doesn't even matter. I mean, we're up against it regardless.
Well, and,
It's not the case.
in these unquestionable times, what else is Louis doing other than watching
Hey, you're tied right now.
marathon
so
episodes of
What is
Seinfeld?
the final Louis and Joey are doing strong box? Was that
Well,
the idea?
Sabrina, do you have any? What's your feeling?
I'll go with the millennium.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So question number 5, the millennium. Jerry claims that speed dial is like a relationship barometer. Kramer overhears and corrects Jerry with a different pronunciation. What does Kramer feel is the correct pronunciation for barometer. And I was hoping that Louis and Joey would not get this one because I know they both know it.
Are we supposed to write down a pronunciation?
Oh, well, just write down the word. So it's a word. He feels that Jerry is mispronouncing barometer, and he corrects him with what he believes Jerry is trying to say. The word Jerry's trying to say. I don't know if that makes sense.
No multiple choice though, so you have to guess the word.
Yeah.
You want us to write this down or just say no? We have
No,
to,
so yeah, write it down on your phone.
I don't know why, but that's one of my favorite moments of the show.
I like how Shy is just sitting in the background laughing.
Well, she's folding baby laundry and taking doing scoring. So
We appreciate you, Shy.
Sabrina, do you have a guess?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and show your answers. What do we got? Speedometer and barometer. The correct answer is thermometer.
Pronounced
Hmm.
thermometer.
The scene is, I think Kramer's sitting at the table reading the newspaper, and Jerry says, it's like a relationship barometer. And Kramer just out of nowhere says, it's pronounced thermometer.
He's 100% sure.
Yeah,
I love that.
it's just one of the best details. All right. Question 6, the strong box, 3 points per answer. Louis, I think, already had figured it out.
I know. I have one of the 3 answers, I
Knowing
think.
the question.
Kramer is worried his irreplaceables will be stolen,
Oh,
so he
no.
asks Jerry if he can hide the key to his strongbox at his apartment. He tries 3 different locations within Jerry's apartment. Name those 3 locations.
So interestingly, this is not what I thought the question was going to be.
Oh,
Me neither.
But I think this is easier than what I thought.
okay. I'm curious after what you thought it was. And the joke here is Jerry keeps accidentally finding the key.
Oh, there's no bonus for the other one?
No, just inside Jerry's apartment.
I am ready when you are, Louis.
Yeah, I'm ready to. I have all
Okay.
3. I have all 4, but I'm gonna.
Okay, so let's see what you got. Okay, so speaker, coat pocket, and what's your third one, Joey? Utensil drawer and silverware drawer, call box, and Jerry's jacket pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
Fredo's-
silverware drawer,
And Fredo's food bowl.
intercom, and coat
Right in the
pocket.
food bowl.
So I believe Louis got 9 and Joey got 6. Is that right?
No, we both got
I
9.
feel like I got 9.
Oh, speaker.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah,
Yes.
Call box.
He knows what he's talking about.
pocket.
Yeah, he knew what he. Sorry, I was
Yeah.
interpreting that as like music speaker, but no, that's correct. Okay, so they both got 9 for that.
And
So
and
they
then
both still tied.
and then Fredo dies, and he was poisoned. And Kramer goes, well, "That's a weird coincidence. I hid my key in Fredo's food dish. That's a weird
That's a weird
coincidence.
coincidence.
You killed Fredo. Fredo was weak and stupid. He shouldn't have eaten the key."
Okay, going into round 4, you're still tied.
Okay, so it's
What, 13?
15 to 15.
15 to 15. Going into
Nice.
round 4.
we need
But
to find
you're
a
not.
half
It's
point.
not like you're all getting everything. You're like
Oh, this
you're
is
all
good.
missing some. It just
Yeah,
happens
this
to
is
be tied.
very good.
Okay, so question 7. Now we're going up in point value here, so it's starting to get maybe a little bit more difficult. But question 7 is the Serenity Now, 4 and 2, and question 8 is the first daily double. So the way this is going to work, like I said before, it's just like on Jeopardy. You can wager up to your full score as long as you have consensus with your teammate. But you don't get to see the question first. You just get to know it's from the label maker.
Sabrina,
Serenity Now.
sounds good. I've seen them both fairly recently, so I think I can do Label Maker. Label Maker's harder, but I can do it.
Yeah, that's why I gave it to you.
I feel like label maker for me, Mike.
All right, Serenity Now for me.
I love how it's just brothers every time. Yes.
That's all right.
Okay, so we'll go into question 7. So Frank Costanza goes into business with George selling computers out of his garage. He was watching a provocative movie on cable TV when he was inspired to sell the computers. What movie with the girl from the bus was he watching? So this is Sabrina versus Mike, right?
Yeah.
Is there a multiple choice option?
There will be, yeah. There's a multiple
Okay.
choice option if you want.
Okay.
I was watching a provocative movie on cable TV with that girl from the bus. And I realized it's not that far-fetched.
Julie and I watched a couple episodes of King of Queens yesterday. That's a very underrated television show, by the way.
He plays the same character, basically.
Yeah, he's hilarious regardless.
Same character as Paul Blart?
No, Frank Costanza.
Oh, he's the dad in that.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Oh.
of the UPS driver.
Yeah,
All
Kevin
right.
James.
What do we
Yeah.
want to do? Are you both going multiple choice or do you have
I'm
a
go-
guess?
I'm going multiple
Yeah.
choice.
Okay, multiple choice. Was it The Matrix, Speed, Hackers, or The Net? What movie? So write down your answer on paper and phone.
Joey, would you have gotten this?
I would not have gotten this.
Me neither. Even with multiple choice.
I still would not have gotten it,
Yeah,
but I do have a guess.
me too.
Yeah, okay, I won't say anything. Okay, are you both locked in?
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and both of you show your answer. All right, we have Speed and The Net. The girl from the bus is, of course, referring to Speed, Sandra Bullock, she is in The Net.
Sorry,
So
Joey.
that was correct.
No, you get it right.
Oh,
Mike.
you're good.
Got it,
Mike.
Mike.
Mike, you got it.
You
got
nailed it.
Wait, what?
No, so what I said was the girl from the bus, he's referring to Sandra Bullock in Speed, but he's talking about The Net.
Your answer tripped me up, and I was so bummed.
I got
immediately.
tricked.
Well, because
Yes.
I thought that was a good clue of like the girl from the bus. You can maybe figure out he's talking about Speed. You know,
Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
and then
would've
I was mad because I thought that was
Right.
a clue to Speed, but I figured all those shows were newer
right?
than the movies were newer, and the Net just. Anyways, I'm dragging this on.
I
Me
could
too.
only remember the guy from the bus.
Yeah, I honestly, that didn't help me at all because I haven't seen any of those movies. But I thought that Speed
You
was.
didn't watch Speed?
I've never
You
seen.
haven't seen any of them?
No, well,
Can you go back? What was that list?
The Matrix,
You haven't seen The
Speed,
Matrix?
I've never,
Hackers,
I've never
and
seen
The
it.
Net.
Hackers?
What? What are you doing with your life?
I'm watching Seinfeld.
Watching Seinfeld.
Yeah. All right, let's go on to the next one. So
All
this
right.
is the Daily Double. So first you have to
15?
wager.
Damn it.
Is
Did
it
the
still-
what is
wager
your score? You
before-
tell me the scores?
Oh, the question's coming up.
The question's coming up. Yeah, I think I didn't do the slides right, so we have to just pause here.
So Louis and Sabrina
Okay.
have 15.
Louis and Sabrina, you have 15 points.
And
17.
17.
And then Mike and Joe, you have 17. So you could figure out and as a refresher, we're going into the label maker.
Okay.
I'm confident, Sabrina, and earning our points back if I screw this up. So I just say true daily double. What do you say?
Sure.
You're going all
That's
in?
Aggressive.
Oh,
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I'm not going to do that, Mike.
Joey, I will lean on you and your confidence in this episode.
There is no money at stake here.
There's
is-
all the glory.
Me, there's winning is winning though. Like
What is-
winning is more important than anything.
All right. Well, we'll talk about it later. But come on, I thought you had a little bit more.
So wait, we're up
Hair on your
17-15, Brian.
Louis thinks he can
Yes.
get all his points back.
You're up by
Okay, so
2
Louis
points.
wagering 15, so he'll get up. Okay. I'm gonna wager 7.
7 points.
That's a great name for a child.
Okay, let's go into it.
7 points.
Oh no, I guess there was a pause here. Okay, so we'll go into it. While engaged in an epic struggle for world domination, Newman and Kramer agree to leave their risk board at Jerry's. What country do they compare Jerry to when discussing the reason for leaving it at Jerry's house?
I was scared you were gonna say this, and I should have wagered all my money. All right, I'm ready whenever.
Okay, you got it, Louis?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and show your answers.
The Ukraine is weak.
Switzerland.
Ooh,
Oh no!
it is Switzerland.
Gary is
Yes.
Switzerland.
This represents a big
Switzerland.
swing in score.
I would have said Switzerland too.
They made a huge emphasis on Ukraine, so I don't hold that against you, Joey.
Oh, they did, but
Yeah, you're thinking of
I
the
can
scene
see the
later
scene
in
now,
the
though.
train.
Ukraine is weak. Ukraine. I'm from Ukraine.
And so they're comparing Jerry's house to Switzerland because Jerry's neutral in the map
Yeah.
as Switzerland. Yeah.
I should have thought about that a little bit more.
Yeah,
In
how it looks
hindsight.
there- yeah.
I would have
Sorry,
said the same thing.
Shine's tabulating. Louie and Sabrina will have 30
To
Joey,
10.
and you'll have 10.
Yeah.
But you said, how much did you wager? You wagered 7, right? I mean,
Yeah, and we had 17.
So they'll be at 10 versus 30. Okay.
That's how you do it, right there. That's how you do it.
So
All right,
fun
Joey.
fact,
I like a good underdog story.
the script of The Label Maker is quoted in the Oxford English Dictionary as the earliest known use of the word regifter.
Oh, interesting.
My girlfriend and I recently had a debate over if it's okay to give a regift to people. I'm all for it.
It depends on what it is. If you're talking about a toothbrush,
Well, okay.
you can keep it. If you're talking about a car,
Label Maker is a classic regifter, though.
Oh yeah.
I think that's a great thing that you could regift.
A P-Touch is a high quality item. I would never.
A what?
A P-Touch. That's the label maker.
Oh, I guess that's
Oh.
the name of it.
I
Okay,
thought you were
round
saying-
5.
I thought Cheyenne, you were saying like if somebody's pee touches something, you can't regift that, and I agree
Yeah.
with that.
No,
I didn't
it's
get
just
that.
the best brand of label maker out there in the world. It's the P-Touch.
All right, so question 9, going up in points again, 6-3. So some opportunity to gain back points here, Joey and Mike. Number 9 is from the Soup Nazi. Number 10 is the Foundation. Now this is a weird one where you can earn up to 10 points depending how accurate you are.
Mike?
I mean, who's not familiar with the soup Nazi? But I'm sure that'll be a really obscure question. But
At this point, they're all obscure. That's how we operate on this.
right, I'm gonna tell you, the Foundation. Just the name of that episode isn't ringing any bells.
It's season 8 or 9, probably.
Nate, yeah.
Oh, I know who passed. I'll leave it up to you. Whatever you feel stronger at. Because we do have multiple choice, right?
The first one, this one you have multiple choice. The second one, there's no multiple choice.
Ooh, 10 points. How are you feeling on the Foundation, Joey?
I have a decent understanding. I mean, we're both gonna be more confident in the Soup Nazi.
You know what? I'll go out on the limb. Give me the Foundation.
Okay.
And what did Louie and Sabrina? What did you decide?
Foundation, Sabrina.
What do you think, Lou? Can you do the Foundation?
I got the Foundation.
Okay. So it'll be Joey versus Sabrina on question 9. Okay. The Soup Nazi tells Kramer that he is the only one who understands him. He demands perfection from his soup. As a gift of friendship, what does the Soup Nazi offer Kramer from his basement?
Oh my God.
Now this one you can go to multiple choice if you want.
Sabrina, if you go to multiple choice, you may as well log off.
Sabrina, do not let him intimidate you. If you go to multiple choice, you're.
Sabrina, if you go to multiple choice, you
Joey's
just
got this.
cancel your internet connection.
I 100% have it.
I'll do multiple choice.
Okay.
I'm pretty
So
sure
keep that held up, Joey.
Win
Yeah.
back a little
Okay.
bit. Here we go.
All right, so multiple choice. Is it a couch, a desk, a dresser, or an armoire?
But based on that picture, Brian, I thought your question was going to be what movie does Elaine compare the Soup Nazi to a character from?
That would have been super specific.
Oh, Al Pacino.
You look like Al Pacino in Scent of a Woman. You know, hoo-ah!
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't do a picture with this object, obviously. Okay, you got your answer, Sabrina?
Yeah.
Okay, you can just say your answer, Sabrina, and then Joey will reveal.
Armoire. Mar.
Okay, Joey, what do you got? Armoire.
Yes.
That's correct.
I was
Sabrina, you
super
didn't know
scared
that?
that I mixed up Armoire with a different episode. And I was like, oh shit, because I can see it on the like standing on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Armoires are definitely in more than one episode.
Are you
And
talking to me? Because
Yeah,
if you were
it-
talking to me, what did
It later
Right.
gets stolen on the street.
Yes,
by-
I was going to ask you, are there any more
Episode?
questions regarding this episode?
No, this is the only Soup Nazi question.
You don't remember Elaine showing back up, Sabrina?
Yeah.
Yeah, mushrooms.
3 cups
Get
of
the
pudding.
Nazi.
Okay, on to the next one. Question 10, the foundation.
There we go.
So, as revealed on her gravestone, on what date did Susan die? So you get 2 points if you're within a year. That's on either side. You get 3 points if you're within 31 days on either side, and you get plus 5 points for the exact date. So you could get 10 points if you get this correct. Does that make
Good
sense?
luck, partner.
Well,
And now, I think this is fair to say, as an additional clue, the date is, it's like the show takes place when it was aired, if that makes sense. You know, it's not like this episode took place 5 years before it was aired.
Yeah.
So that helps you narrow it down, maybe.
For the 5 points, you're talking like day, month, and year all perfect.
If you get the exact date right, you'll get 10 points, is what I'm saying.
No,
If
so-
you
so
get within
Joey,
31 days, you'll get
basically,
5
yeah,
points.
if you get the exact day, month, and year, you're going to get the +2, +3, and +5.
Got it.
So
I'm
just
ready.
get as close as you can. All right, are you both locked
It's a
in?
wild guess.
Okay, let's see the answers then.
Louis, would you mind? Would you mind going first?
No,
Okay.
but
Well,
you,
both
Are you looking it up on your phone, Mike?
we got to
No,
show
I'm
it.
holding it. I'm holding it in front of you. I haven't asked Siri anything yet.
I think we have to show at the same time.
Yes.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
on the
okay.
count of 3,
So-
show your answers.
Okay,
Okay.
so let me explain first. I only chose this date because of the spirit of the show and the guesstimation of the year. Wait.
Okay.
Okay, cool. It's I chose 1900s, not 1800s. I wanted to make sure I had my millennia right. All right,
Go
I'm
ahead and
ready.
reveal.
Here we go.
Here we go. Okay, we got June 8th, 96 and April 1st, 96. Wow, so you both had the year right. Oh, Louis is off on the bonus points by like a day, I think. Right? Yeah, because if you were June 17th, I would give it to you.
Yeah.
What was the significance of that, or was there any significance?
That was the date that this episode aired.
And that's it.
Ah, I was thinking of her birthday. I remember there being a June on there.
Oh my god. How would he know that?
What about that middle name?
So they both get +2.
That's probably just it's probably her mom's maiden name.
Biddle? I don't know.
Biddle?
Yeah, I didn't look that up.
Mm.
I think this would be an opportunity for the people behind to catch up, maybe, but that did not happen.
Did not happen.
But you both got 2 points. That's good. I think getting the year right is at least something.
It's all right.
All right,
We're
going into
battling.
round 6.
Battling, Mike. We are battling.
Here we go.
I'm sorry,
and-
Sabrina. I'm sorry that I dropped the ball on that one.
Three more rounds to go. All right. So the first question, standard 6-3, is for the Visa, and question 12 is 10-5 for the Frogger.
Ooh.
Hmm.
What do you think of Joey?
Ah.
If I know, oh no, it's not a name. I was gonna say if I know Brian.
Yeah. I feel like it's a coin flip, honestly, for me.
Same with me, Sabrina. Honestly, I haven't watched The Frogger. I'm currently halfway through season 9, and that is the second half of season 9. The Visa, though, is like season 4 or something. That's long ago. So
Yeah, it's early.
It's pretty obvious from the points, but the Visa question is significantly easier than the Frogger question.
Yeah. I'll go with the Visa because I'm a little bit more familiar with
sounds good.
that guy.
Mike?
I want to go Visa because it spoke to me really quick, but I want to
Yeah.
give you a say here.
Do it. Go Visa. I'll go Frogger.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
So Visa will have Sabrina versus Mike. All right. Due to a mail mishap, Babu is being deported out of the country. What country is Babu being sent to? Babu Bot.
You're a very, very bad man.
You're both doing it.
All right,
You tell
so
me to change my restaurant.
I think Mike has a guess ready to go.
I'm ready.
Okay, you're both guessing.
And I have worked with, and am familiar with a lot of people from the Middle East. So if it's not this answer, based off of being a Seinfeld fan and his accent, I'm right and they're completely wrong.
All right, so at this point, both
So no matter
both
what,
of you,
he's right.
both of you reveal your answer.
All right.
So we have India. Well, India was one of the possibilities, but it is
Don't tell me Pakistan.
I couldn't remember the names of any of the other ones.
Yeah,
Don't
Jerry
tell me
makes a big
Pakistan.
point of it. You should make Pakistan food. You know, people want to. You know.
Pakistani.
Yeah, because he's the guy that washes hands, right?
No, you need
No.
a copy.
No, that's Poppy.
That's
You are
Poppy.
so racist.
What?
Is he gonna make him the best? Was it a calzone? It's an
Making
egg.
something very special for you.
Very special.
And he later has Poppy later has the pizza business with
Oh,
Kramer.
Right. Getting his hands back in that dough. That's actually from Kramer talking about
The pizza does not become the pizza until you put it into the oven. All right, question 12 from the Frogger. Peterman is the proud owner of a slice of cake from the wedding of King Edward VIII to Wallace Simpson, circa 1937. How much does he claim the slice is worth? That Elaine is eating in this screenshot.
Your screenshots were so exact to the question. I was worried about that.
Yeah, well, a hint, give you a hint.
Diane, what's the score right now?
What's the score?
Oh, Louis and Sabrina have it by 1, 2, 3, 30, 35, Louis Sabrina
35.
to 15, 18, Joey Mike.
18.
Okay.
It's not too far off.
I don't know who's saying first, Louis or myself.
I'm just gonna say I have the answer.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to say whoever's ahead can say that. What are you doing, Joey?
How many questions do we have left? Is my next question.
Well, this is question 12, and there's, I think, 16 total. So there's 4 more after this.
Oh, I might need to salvage some points here, Mike.
But there are some daily doubles. I think there's 3 more daily doubles coming up, basically.
All right.
I'd rather walk away with points.
Yeah,
taking
I
multiple
have an
choice.
idea, but I'm not positive. I'm going
Okay.
to take multiple choice.
Louis holding up his answer, multiple choice. Is it worth 2,000, 2,800, 29,000, or 40,000? And Joey, you can just say your answer when you're ready.
Okay, well, none of my answers were on there, so
That's good.
I'm going to say B, 2,800.
2,800. Louis, why don't you show your answer?
I'm off. I said 25,000.
Oh, well, Louis was closer because it was 29,000.
Oh, shit.
Neither of them get anything.
These are in my brain, and they're not hitting as spot on as they do usually. But I knew it was in the 20s.
I was way off. My mind told me 8,000. I was way off.
Yeah. $29,000 slice of cake that Elaine puts down there.
But see, what I just did right there is I blitzed the quarterback and I made him throw the ball away.
That is a fact.
This I thought was really funny. So Georgia's high score on Frogger was 860,000 points. This would have been the world record until Pat LaFay of Westport, Connecticut scored a Frogger world record high score of 896,000 points on December 22nd, 2009. So George briefly held the world record.
Is that Pat LaFay in the picture?
I don't know if that's true. It
In
might be.
2009.
He was so inspired by being in this episode.
Yeah.
Okay, round 7. 2 more rounds to go. 4 questions. So this is the Daily Double. So it works just like before. This is about the money. The episode, The Money. And question 14 is worth 10 points and only 4 points if you go to multiple choice. Is from the red dot.
I just saw the red dot last night.
Take it. I'll do the money.
Okay. Sabrina studying up.
Damn.
This is when I go to bed though, so sometimes I only get to see half the episode.
All right. Mike, any preference?
No, I'm indifferent on either.
All right. I'll do the red dot. Why don't you do? I failed on the Daily Double last time, so why don't you take a crack this time?
Okay.
Hey, if it's any consolation, I was thinking like 100K for that slice of cake. So you were way closer than I was.
All right. So it's Louis versus Mike on the money, I think. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and me and Sabrina on the yes.
Okay. So Daily Double, prompted by her worry that
Wait, hold on. Get her off the screen. We got a wager.
Thank you. Okay. Hopefully you didn't see the full question.
I didn't see any of it. I was blocking it.
Okay.
Mike, did they see it or we see it?
I didn't see it.
So, Mike, you pick your wager first. Because I picked last time first.
Oh boy, how many points do we have?
What are the scores again?
To 35.
35 Louis Sabrina.
Right.
To 10, 15, 18 Joy Mike.
To
We have
18.
18 points. I'm willing to wager 3 of those 18 points.
Okay.
Agreed.
Louis, what are you doing?
Big.
I'll do 5 then.
3 versus 5. Okay.
Ooh, I'm in your head, Louis.
Pretty modest bets here. Okay. Yeah, I should have had a pause break here. So prompted by her worry that stand-up comedy is not what it used to be, what with the Def Jam and all, Helen Seinfeld suggests Jerry look into an executive training program for what luxury department store chain?
Oh, yeah. What was that?
Kramer also is pretty Kramer says, Jerry, you've given it a shot.
Try.
You've given it a try.
Yeah.
It's time to get a real job. He says something like that.
Yeah, but
This executive training program, now that's a real opportunity.
my problem is that I don't even know luxury department store chains.
Right.
Or is it even a real luxury department store?
I will
chain?
tell you it is a real luxury department store chain. That should help you narrow it down at least.
I don't know about this using the cell phone business.
Well, it's sitting over here. I could hold my hand.
Yeah, I
up.
mean, any of them
I'll
could
get
have
a-
a cell phone up
If
on
I'm
the-
invited back, I will have a pen and paper. I'll be better prepared.
It's okay. I trust Mike, and also any of them could be cheating with a cell phone right now. We wouldn't know, but their scores are not reflecting that.
I especially do not trust Mike. I'm just gonna
Okay.
Well, I'm glad to hear my reputation hasn't diminished.
Are you locked in, Louis?
I don't even have an answer. I'm just gonna pass on this one because
Okay.
all the store chains that I know none of those are the right answer.
We'll
Okay.
just say one.
Well, it's gonna be wrong. I can say, yeah. I'll show yours, Mike, and right when you turn your phone, I'll say one.
Okay, that's
Alright.
fine. Mike, go ahead and show
Alright.
it.
But
Nordstrom.
Neiman Marcus.
Which-
Well, the correct answer was Bloomingdale's.
Oh, drats.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a luxury store. I now I can hear her saying it, and I can hear Kramer saying it, but
Right. The Bloomingdale's executive training program. Cheyenne, when I asked her this question, she thought it was Chippendales, which was close.
I couldn't think of the
All
name
right.
of the store.
So they lost those points, and you got
no, it's
that.
30 to 15 now.
Yeah, yeah. 'cause
Is,
that's good. That's
Is
good.
Neiman Marcus referenced in Seinfeld that you guys can think of?
Not off the top of my
that I
head.
can think of.
I'm gonna have to look that up after this.
Maybe. All right, question 14, the red dot. In his interview with Mr. Lippman, George claims to enjoy the work of an author named Art Vandelay. What is the name of the book that George claims Mr. Vandelay has written? He has to come up with a he doesn't read books, so he has to come up with a fictional author name. He of course uses Art Vandelay, and so he has to come up with the name of a book. It's not a real book that I know of.
This is 10-4, not 10-5. That's not a typo.
This is 10-4 because this, I think it's going to be pretty obvious once you see it. So if you know it, I wanted to reward you a little bit more.
Sabrina, no judgment here. These questions are tough. I think
Yeah.
the reason I did so well in round 2 was because Joey is my brother and we think so similar. And so he wrote questions that I had my eye on.
Well, Sabrina, I'm going to need multiple choice. I'm not going to guess here.
Yeah, I am too.
Okay, we'll go to multiple choice. Is it Venetian blinds, Roman shades, Milanese windows, or Neapolitan curtains?
I'm ready when you are, Sabrina.
What is the name of the book that Art Vandelay wrote?
Okay.
Okay. All right, go ahead and reveal what you got. So, Joe, yep, you both did Venetian blinds. That is correct. So
Great job, Sabrina. Keep
Nice.
that gap.
It's all about the margin. Okay, so we're going into the final round. Now, both questions are daily double, so you have a lot of opportunity to catch up or fall way behind here. Yeah, so ignore this. It's just how it's been working before. You can wager as long as both teammates agree.
Well, hold on. Just out of curiosity, what if the first question wagers at all?
That would be risky. If you
That's
lose.
my point. Like when you say up to half, should we have the first question can only wager half?
Sure. Let's say the first question you can only wager up to half. Just so the game's at least somewhat exciting at the end.
Joey, what do we have to lose? What's the score? 27-15 or something?
30,
No, less than that.
34
to 19.
34-19.
Oh,
And
nice.
the first question is about the couch episode, The Couch. And question 16 is about the soup.
I think I would like the soup, Sabrina, because I did watch that one recently.
Okay, I'll try the couch.
Anything talking to you, Joey?
I feel about the same about both. Do you have any more confidence in one than the other?
Nope.
All right, I'll take the couch.
Okay. Wait, so who's
Sounds good.
Joey on the couch and Sabrina on the couch?
Joey, Sabrina.
Joey, Sabrina first. Okay, so I don't know if I have it set up right. So let's get the wagers in first. So 34 to 19.
We are ahead by 15.
And how many questions in total are left?
These are it. These are the last two.
There's no final Jeopardy?
This is the final Jeopardy.
Okay.
There's two of them because, two teammates.
34
We have to wager first.
No, I'm going to say the team that's ahead at this point, you have to wager first.
Okay.
The team that's ahead has to wager first?
Yeah.
Or we could just both wager and not tell each other.
Yeah, is that how we did it before, maybe? I'm trying to remember how we did it.
You're not talking about this out loud. So wagers are supposed to be secret.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you, well, you have to coordinate with each other on
It has
this.
to be consistent.
Wait, so
Here,
what's the score again,
We'll do
Shai?
this.
Hold on, I got an
How we
idea.
do this?
Let's do this. Let's just make it a little more exciting because we're in the final two questions. This first one you can only wager up to half. So Joey, you can wager, let's say up to 10 points because you have 19.
Okay.
And then 34, so you can do 17, Sabrina. Okay.
Okay.
That's the max you can do here. Write those wagers down secretly. That's up to you. We're gonna say Louie and Mike don't get a choice over this.
I'm going to trust your mathematical leanings here, Sabrina.
Brian, I also say we don't, after this question's done, we don't see who's right or wrong necessarily with the wager. We wait till the very end.
Well, we need to know how many points they have to.
Yeah. Mike and I need to know how much we're going to wager.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going big. I'm all of it.
No,
Big
you know what,
wager
Joey?
all or half?
Joey might have a point because you could just wager the second half of your points, and we could just add it all up at the end.
Oh, I was thinking that if Sabrina gains me 10 more points, then I can
Yeah.
wager 44. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying. Yeah, okay. That's fine.
Okay.
Just because that's what I was thinking doesn't mean that's what we have to do. It depends on
Yeah.
what everybody thinks is
No,
best.
I think you need to know your points going into the last question. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna stick with that. So you both have your wagers written down at this point.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go into the question. Question 15. Upon returning to the couch, George finds his seat has been taken. In the ensuing chaos, George spills his glass onto the couch, ruining it. What liquid did George spill onto the couch? It's a drink, it's a
Yeah.
yeah,
It's definitely a drink.
it's a drink. There's another clue.
Not motor oil. No.
Right. Let me know when you're locked in.
I have two things in my head right now. And
Joey, let me just highlight how pivotal it is that you get this correct right now.
it's a must. I have to get it correct.
The game rests on your shoulders right now.
Thank you, host.
I hope it's in theme with the roast I was watching earlier. What do we got?
All right.
Are we locked? Sabrina, you locked in?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and reveal your answers and your wagers if you can. Okay, so Joey has grape juice for 10. Sabrina has wine for 5. Let's see the answer. It is grape juice.
Same thing.
That's
Joey-
29.
Joey gets
I knew it was red.
All right, so we get a tie.
plus. Yeah, Joey did 10. And then
I was between grape juice and cranberry juice.
I was like,
Damn,
damn it, I don't
baby.
think they drink alcohol on Seinfeld, but I knew
That's
it was
surprising.
a red
34
Okay.
minus
juice. I couldn't think of the name of the juice.
Joey,
That puts us
Joey, you are the Don Rickles to the Red Fox on the.
Whenever I hear the name Don Rickles, I just think of the movie Dirty Work.
You guys
All right, so
horse and
score-
live out in
score
the mountains,
update.
don't bother anybody.
the score is currently Louie and Sabrina 29, Joey and Mike 29.
Not
Come on,
bad.
partner.
Not bad at all.
I'm
Joey
not gonna
set up
split
Mike
hairs here, but Joey wagered a half a point more than
No,
what
I told him he can do up to 10. I gave him
Hey,
that.
I just followed the host's directions.
Understood. I feel like this is Brian sticking it to me again.
Hey, I'm trying to make this exciting. I wanted to give him the opportunity to get there.
I don't care.
All right. Question 16, final question. Go ahead and write your wagers. And now I think we are in agreement. You can wager all your points, I think. The score is tied, so it doesn't matter.
And
Yeah.
we're all tied up.
Yeah, so wager up to 29 points.
Is this the last question?
Yeah.
This is it.
Wow.
So
Is there-
if everybody wagers everything, then it's just a tie?
If you both are right and you wager everything, yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Here's
What's the
here's
the
law.
consolation prize?
The consolation prize is you're fired. Glenn Ross.
All right.
Well, that's also from the Serenity Now. The winner gets a water pick. The loser is you're fired.
They're referencing that. Yeah, that's right. My logic on this, Sabrina, and I know that you can't help me with this, so I'm gonna just tell you what I'm thinking. Is I think I have a better chance of getting it right
You're right.
because I watch more of this than you, Mike, and that's no offense. That's shows
Sounds
that I have
taken.
very little going on in life.
I have a full-time job.
Yeah, I do too, but I apparently don't do a good job at it. But so part of me wants to wager low because But what if Mike wagers high and just nails it?
Yeah.
Here's where my partner and I are on the same page. I know exactly what he's doing. We don't even need to talk about it.
I think Mike's locked in, right? It looks like.
Oh, I'm ready to go. I just need the
Joey
question
and
here.
Louie.
He's already got the answer.
What do I got? I got 29 points.
Yeah, you both have 29. There's no reason to say 28 on this one. You either say
Louis trying to figure out an angle.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
I'm
going
excited.
rock, paper, scissors if they both get this
Trying to
right.
figure out what number I want to land on is what I'm trying to do.
I think you do 0 points or you do 29. I think those are the two.
Yeah, I got my wager, and it's neither of those.
Okay.
7. He loves 7.
All right. So you're both locked in a wager. Let's go to the question. Final question. In exchange for an Armani suit, Jerry agrees to take Banya out for a meal. Banya decides to save the meal for another time because he isn't hungry. Why wasn't Banya hungry?
They might back into a victory here, Sabrina, because I don't remember.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
What if the final scores here are 0-0?
It would be poetic in a way. And it's a relatively minor detail, but it does come up in the scene more than one time. It's not just a passing reference. It is mentioned, I think, 3 times in this scene.
In this scene, not the episode.
I think it's only mentioned in this scene. It's not a big enough detail to carry on a second joke, but it's a joke in the scene that is, I think referenced maybe 3 times.
Digging into my well of automatic memory. I'm listening to Kenny Banya's voice.
Like our friendship is riding on this, just so you know.
That's all right.
I'll save the meal for another time. I'm not hungry.
This is the meal.
Oh man, there's more than one angle to this answer.
Yeah, I think that's the hard part, Brian, is that I know writing these questions, because I've been in your shoes, you think that these answers are going to be something that are on our mind. It's hard to know to remember how specific his reasoning was.
It's specific. Like it's a specific reason why he isn't hungry. It's not, I don't know. I don't want to give it away, but
Is it factual or interpreted?
No, no questions.
Whoa.
fair
Louis just asked a question. I
Yeah,
can't
think
ask
it's
a
fair
question. Listen here, 1943.
okay. It sounds like you're both struggling a bit. I'm going to give one minor hint on this. I think. Are you both good with that?
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Okay. It's very obvious, but the reason he isn't hungry is because he ate something. What did he eat that makes him not hungry for the meal? He mentions, I already ate a thing. What is the thing that he ate? I could have worded the question that way.
I think I like this. Sabrina, is that Wrigley next to you? Who's there?
This is Peppers.
Hey, Peppers.
This is Wrigley.
There's Wrigley.
Stick your little head up. No?
No? Oh.
Oh, they're my favorite.
Wrigley wanted another Advent treat tonight.
Spoiled brat.
Yeah, he barked and spun around.
Joey, just out of curiosity, and you don't have to say anything other than yes or no, but do you think you have an idea? And I'm not looking for
have
any
a
hints
guess.
or clues or.
I have a guess, but I don't feel confident in it.
Okay.
All right. Are you both locked in?
Yeah, I'm good.
I mean, I'm taking a wild guess here.
Okay. Let's see the guesses. Sandwich and salad. Okay. And how much did you wager, Louis?
4.
My guess was salad, Mike.
All right.
It was a hot dog. He had a hot dog earlier.
Not a sandwich.
I don't want to accept that for a sandwich. Although it doesn't matter, I think, because
I just want to make for the record and Reddit, thank you, the 127 people that are going to watch this.
So they lost 4 and Joey lost 29.
With a goose egg. With a goose egg.
25
All right. Final score. Louis, Sabrina, 25. Joey, Mike, 0.
Hey, this was a blowout, Sabrina.
And
I would've
garbage
said
time
that.
points. Those are garbage time points.
The questions you had, Brian, were not only were they obviously very difficult, but a lot of them just zigged when I thought they were going to zag. Like the questions that I was ready for at the end there was how much money does he buy the suit from Kramer for? Because I was like, oh, okay, it's about the suit in that episode. The other one was what does he order that he wants to count? But I guess that was the episode title, so it couldn't have been that.
Right. And you know, I tried to at least I gave hints and with all these clues in terms of the screenshot. For the most part, the screenshot gave you some sort of hint at what I was going to go for.
Yeah, and I remembered he said, and that's why Mike's question about was it inferred or what, I was on the same page because I was like, does he say I had a big meal earlier? Or does he say the item? I didn't remember that.
And what I was thinking with that last question was he trying to postpone the meal? Is that the idea? Like for another meal? Because you know how Bane is always trying to get around Jerry.
Yeah, I mean that's basically what he's doing.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Look,
But I love the way
Jerry
you talk through that question.
Yeah,
very clear, and it did have me thinking 4 or 5 different angles.
The other question I thought you might
Hot dog.
I also thought you might go with what movie were they seeing that Kramer gets the Uma's number on the ticket stub?
Oh God, I don't even know that.
100 times over, I'm going Rochelle because that's what I think of. What other movie did they watch?
Oh, they watched a bunch. The English Patient.
Yes. Oh, the English Patient. Sorry, wrong group to ask that question to.
Well, in the Seinfeld trivia that we did in San Diego like 2 years ago, that was one of the questions was name as many fictional movies from Seinfeld as you can.
Yeah,
and there was
that's a good one.
There were at least 15. I feel like there's so many, and we that you got 1 point for everyone you got. That was a good. Sabrina and I have won a Seinfeld trivia together, and Brian and I and Cheyenne won another one.
We never used the brewery certificate.
Yeah, and are they still open? I forget which brewery it was.
Well, I'm gonna cut it off here for
Somewhere
the
in North Park.
people, whoever the 60 people that watch this ultimately.
Yeah.
But that's the Seinfeld trivia night for everyone.
All right, I guess you don't want to hear us. They don't want to hear us anymore. We're interesting people, Brian.
I don't know if they want to just hear about
Okay, let me tell you this much. If they've made it this far, they clearly have nothing better to do than to keep listening to us.
All right, thanks for watching. Cut.